Okay, everybody, welcome tonight. Glad you're all here. Got an interesting show. I'm starting off the night with a feature that I'm calling Thick Skin Time. Especially, this is important for you guys that are younger and newer writers. We're also going to talk about choosing what to write about. In a little bit, Richard Earhart will be coming. He's a writer and actor. And of course, we'll have our Q&A. Now, let's get started. Thick Skin Time! Wow! Sorry, had to do something. Okay. Thick skin. You're a writer, you're a filmmaker. Guess what? A lot of people automatically think your stuff's crap. You're going to have to deal with it. Okay? Not everyone's going to get your stories. Not everyone's going to like your films. Not everybody's going to like you. It's just like real life except on paper. Okay? We got that down? You understand that one? Okay. This goes to anything that's creative. You're a musician, learning to understand, and I like to refer this as, we all have an ugly baby. Okay? Ho-ho homicidal. A lot of people are going to call my baby ugly. Is it going to make me mad? Yeah. But I'm at the point now where it won't hurt my feelings. I will remain professional, and I personally hope that some of the bad reviews are some of the funnier stuff that come out of it. So just remember, it's called Thick Skin, and you're going to have to understand that. Now, let's keep it to screenwriting. Your first 10 screenplays are going to absolutely suck. Does anybody need that repeated? Okay? Your first 10 screenplays will absolutely be trash. You'll learn from each one and you'll get better. Nobody ever, well, I shouldn't say nobody because there are instances. I know someone that sold his first screenplay on, basically, he won one of the bigger competitions. It was called the Remington. Blew me away. I mean, the story was that great and he knew what he was doing. Okay. Now, the important part about this, to find out that our baby's ugly, is how we can get... How would you guys fix an ugly baby? Plastic surgery? Have another kid? Hammer. Hammers don't work too well on ugly babies. It only upsets mothers. Okay. Now, what I like to do is send things out to people. I'll write a first draft and I know it's going to be awful. All first drafts should be awful because it makes it easier to fix and it makes you feel good about yourself. And wearing a black shirt tonight was a bad idea. But anyway, when you're telling people about their writing, it's okay to say that their baby's ugly, but tell them what their baby does well. The reason behind that is, when you're insulting people, they're less likely to get upset with you if you give them one or two nice things about it. Don't lie. If you're reading a screenplay for someone, and it's just the most atrocious piece of horse manure you've ever read, pot zombies, no script, sorry, where'd that come from? But anyway, you have to come up with something positive when you tell them about their work. But we'll talk about reviewing screenplays much later. I just wanted to touch on that right now. This is the Bible of Ray. Just so when I look at it, everybody go, ah. Can you do that? I want to hear it. Everybody go, ah. Forgot about that. Hit the record button though. Alright. Let's talk now about choosing what to write about. Ladry. Yes. Ladry. My young, someday will win an Oscar writing friend. I want you, this part's, Well, you're a little bit above this, but some people here might not be. When choosing a screenplay to write, or any story, it doesn't have to start as a screenplay. When you're choosing something that you're going to write something about to share with the world, what's your process? Do you just go, wait, you're driving down the road and you see a cat run up a tree. Is that a screenplay? Or is that something you can work with? You got to write about what you know, okay? Everything that you do is individual and... Oh, can you tell I might have ADD? Sorry, got sidetracked. But anyway, let's... I want you to keep things simple, okay? A lot of first-time screenplay writers decide they're going to write Gone with the Wind, except with like monster trucks and tanks, and then they go, yeah, and we're going to get what's his name? The guy that yells at people, and ninjas, yeah, and we're going to throw all this together, and you're like, what do I do now? Okay. Anyway, write about what you know. Write about something that's going to be fun for you. Keep it really simple. Okay? I get that, Ladry. So you'll just find some little nugget and then build on it, right? That's awesome. I love hearing that. Because, again, don't stress yourself out. I personally like it when people start by writing features. Because if you can write 90 pages, you're a writer. No one can ever take that away from you. You know, I just was reading about another friend of mine that came in with 130 pages on a script that's has some serious interest. He just did it. Just wrote it, did what he had to do. That's awesome. Brain cramp. See, I wrote here, stay away from more unrealistic stories. And then he writes ninjas, yeah. And a lot of it's just because of how hard they are to pull off. And you also got to think, you got to start thinking in terms of salability and can you make it? If you can make it, write anything you want, okay? Write it, you know, if your screenplay involves, oh, no problem, Citrus, glad you're here. We recorded it for you. But just write things that you can keep simple. You know, like I said before, up to 7 main talking parts. You know, your characters. 5 is best. Some people can get away with 6. I prefer odd numbers, but again, I'm Ray, I'm odd. Citrus, we talked about ugly babies earlier. I'm just going to give you a recap. I didn't have too much some of you know I've been dealing with a really stressful situation, and it's kept me up for a while, and I felt really crappy, and then I took that phone call at the beginning of the show, and I feel much better. I'm all excited! Anyway, while we're waiting for our guest, you guys have any questions about what we talked about so far? This means you respond. When I stop talking, somebody needs to type. Oh my God, you're right! Yeah, it's 96 degrees here. I shaved my face too. But thank you, Tom. Anyway, let's see. Let's talk about what we've covered so far in the first 3 weeks. I mean, it seems to be the same group, and that's really cool. Is there anything you guys haven't gotten? You know, I know there's some notes out on Indie Mogul, and that was really cool. I believe that was Citrus or Ladry. I know it's one of you two. I'm brain cramping right now. But anyway, much appreciation. Citrus, we got to keep things going for you too. You got to keep writing every day, 5 pages. Hold on.